love is in the air, red roses, candlelight dinner, and a hypnotist. That was my husband's idea of a romantic Valentine's date. Contest chair, respected judges, fellow Toastmasters, and guests. Valentine's Day, or like my husband lovingly calls it, Extortion Day, comes once a year. It's a day to remember love and romance. But if you've been married 18 years, it takes a completely different meaning altogether. These days it is home delivery, watching TV, and exchanging lovey-dovey notes on WhatsApp. Sorry, we are too lazy to get up and even give each other a hug. My husband has sent a special gratitude message to the ex-com members of Advanced Toastmasters for keeping this contest today, a day after Valentine's Day. My husband had the most peaceful Valentine's Day yesterday because I was fretting about to get 2 topics, one for humor and one for international. So he had a peaceful day. In fact, he even sent me a YouTube message to play it here. But unfortunately, no Wi-Fi, otherwise you could have heard him in person thanking you for keeping the contest today. It was not always that bad. There was a time when we did go out for romantic dinner. A couple of years back, my husband took me to Sanjeev Kapoor's restaurant, Khana Khazana, near American University. I was excited. I dressed up. When we reached the restaurant, it was perfect. Bright ambience, dim light, candlelight. There was a rose on the table, beautiful romantic song in the background. It was just perfect. And not to miss the yummy food. All of a sudden, this lady appeared on the stage and introduced herself as Ruby, the hypnotist. She was the entertainer for the evening. And she called for some volunteers. Even before I could raise my hand, Mr. Bhagwat had shot right over there and was standing next to Ruby like a love-stricken puppy. Ruby, Ruby, Ruby. And not to miss, there were 6 other husbands who joined him as well. Well, we wives just looked at each other, gave a secret grin and said, relax, enjoy the show. Let them make a fool of themselves. Normally in the Bhagwat family, it is I who have the honor of making a fool of myself every time. But this time, Mr. Bhagwat decided that he needed to be on stage as well. And who am I to grumble? So I let him be. Now Ruby took on the stage, she welcomed each one of us and she explained how the process would work. She said that all the husbands would have to sit on the chair. She would tap on their shoulder and whisper something in their ears, and then they would have to do whatever she asked them. Initially the husband said, what rubbish. Nobody can hypnotize us. Because husbands are strong, you know. They're strong, they've got strong minds. So we said, okay, she asked the audience, are you ready friends to have an exciting evening? All the wives were already very happy because they were going to be entertained and they wanted to see how far the husbands go. So then Ruby asked all the husbands to sit. Praveen sat, that's my Praveen Rasita, I have one at home as well. So Praveen sat on the chair. Okay, so what Ruby does is that she touched his shoulder, whispered something in his ears, and that's it. Praveen's head fell down as if he was in deep slumber. He didn't know what was happening. Ruby was in her element. She said, friends, now when I click my fingers, they will get up and start acting in the fashion that I want them to act. So she said, boys, wakey wakey, time to get up. She said, it's a hot, sunny day. You are on the beach. You're having a big cone of ice cream. The ice cream is melting. Fast, start licking. Obviously. Yours is like, the guys had no idea. Ruby was scared because she said, what are you doing? only asked you to have your ice cream, not to go and have others' ice cream as well. So that was the first act. We were quite happy because Praveen was making a fool of himself. So I was writing down all my notes. Toastmasters at that time, I was not a member, otherwise I would have done a proper evaluation at that time. For the next act, she said, you are in a crowded area. You're sat in a chair and you're desperate to go to the washroom. But there is a catch. You're stuck to the chair. Mr. Bhagwat sat down. You're like this. Oops, my friends. I'm sorry. These guys have got no control over themselves. I'm sorry for the mess they made. Okay, there's a puddle down, but I'm sure we'll get the cleaners to clean it. After that, Ruby said, thank you, gentlemen. You've done a fantastic job. Why don't you go back to your wives? When Praveen came to my table, I looked up. It wasn't Praveen. It was Mansoor, somebody else's husband. All the wives screamed, Ruby! Ruby said, sorry, lady, sorry. Guys, I meant come back to your normal senses. I have never forgotten that Valentine's Day. I have made sure my husband never ever forgets it in his life. Because every time I want him to do something, I remind him of the foolish things he did that day. And I have a list. And as years went by, I've become so creative that I keep adding things to it because he doesn't remember what he did. Now, gentlemen, maybe somewhere you also had an NH moment. What is an NH moment? Near hypnotic moments where your wives are making you do things knowingly or unknowingly. Think about it. Over to you.